Guys, this is Mr. Joshy J, and in this video I am doing driver ratings and team ratings for the USA Grand Prix. All drivers and teams covered as I rate them out of 10 for their performances over the weekend. Let's start off with Mercedes, shall we? Lewis Hamilton, 10. Yes, I give Lewis Hamilton a 10. Originally he qualified about, I think it was P5 in qualifying, but then because of the penalties to Charles Leclerc and Sergio Perez, Lewis Hamilton inherited P3 on the grid and P2 in the race. I mean, so close to that first win of the season. But that Red Bull is just too powerful in the straight line. And obviously Hamilton's hards burnt out in the end where he was pushing so hard. But he was superb this weekend. I couldn't have asked any more from my driver who I've been following since 2006. He was phenomenal this weekend. George Russell, 6. Now, I'm marking George Russell down, even though he finished P5, because he's definitely at fault for the contact with Carlos Sainz. That earned him a 5-second time penalty, which was rightly deserved, and he ended up finishing P5 in the end. Max, 10. Yes, you may as well put it on rinse and repeat. Champion, unbelievable. Just wow. The speed of the Red Bull in the straight line. He had a horrific pit stop though. That is very unlike Red Bull to have a bad pit stop like that, because usually they're spot on, but he did not let it faze him. He got up the field again, passed Hamilton, and then literally won the race by about 3 or 4 seconds and controlled it after that. Just, yep. Obviously, as a Max fan, very happy he won, but I would have loved to have seen Lewis win. Obviously, as I'm a fan of him as well, so yeah. But good job, Max. Sergio Perez, 7. Yeah, bit disappointing by Checo this weekend. But he did finish P4, but not quite on the same pace as Max this weekend. And he did have a bit of front wing damage, same as George Russell, really. Charles Leclerc, 10. Yes, I give Charles Leclerc a 10. I mean, he had that penalty, dropped down the grids, but still ended up finishing the race P3. So, very good points for Ferrari. Carlos Sainz, 5. I mean, it's got to be 5, hasn't it? Because he was so unlucky in that turn 1 incident. Car damage, puncture, but looked like there's too much damage to the car. Contacted George Russell, and unfortunately retired on the race, Carlos Sainz. So unfortunate, really is. McLaren, Lando Norris, 8. Yes, I give Lando Norris an 8. I mean, he finishes in the points again, so good job by Lando. Daniel Ricciardo, 0. Absolutely 0. I mean, just nowhere. It's no wonder why he's lost his seat. Absolutely nowhere. Eliminated in Q1 and then ended up finishing the race about P17. Shocking, really is. Fernando Alonso, 8. Yes. Now, Alonso, he had contacts with Lance Stroll. Unbelievably, no, he carried on the race and still finished the race in the points. So unfortunately, due to Haas's protest, Alonso ended up finishing outside the points, which he got a time penalty, which is very harsh in my opinion, that. Very harsh indeed. But according to Haas, they thought Alonso's car was unsafe. But yeah, that's shocking, that really is. Esteban Ocon, 0. Absolutely 0. I mean, just not a great weekend at all this weekend for Esteban Ocon. Really poor in qualifying, got eliminated in Q1, and then poor in the race. Pierre Gasly, 7. I mean, just, yeah, solid, but not really all that great. Yuki Tsunoda, 1'1", 10. Yes, I give Yuki Tsunoda a 10. Finally, first points since Barcelona for the Japanese driver. About time. It's been a long time coming, but he scored at least 1 point. So, well done, 1'1". Sebastian Vettel, 10. yes, I mean, if it wasn't that bad pit stop, he so easy could have got a podium. But, I mean, to recover and finish about what? P7, absolutely superb by Sebastian Vettel. And probably up there with my driver of the day, which I did get him driver of the day. So, yeah, brilliant by Seb. Lance Stroll, why? I mean, definitely at fault for the contacts with Alonso. He had a really good qualifying, but you have to mark him down for that. What he did in the race with Fernando Alonso. Fauci Bottas is 0, absolutely 0. I mean, just, yeah, not a great weekend for Bottas at all. Poor in qualifying, then stuck in the gravel, beached it in the race. I mean, just, yeah, Bottas, his performances have gone downhill big time recently. Guan Yu Zhou, 6. I mean, solids by Guan Yu Zhou. Decent in qualifying, decent in the race. Kevin Magnussen and Mick Schumacher, 7. Both of them score points in the race, so that's really good for Haas. And who knows, has that saved Mick Schumacher his seat for next season? Of course, Antonio Giovinazzi was in the Haas in FP1, but unfortunately damaged the Haas, so he's not done his chances any good again in that seat next season. Gunter will not be happy in that. Alexander Albon, 8. Yes, I gave Albon an 8. I thought he's really good this weekend. Kind of back on form this weekend. Did well in qualifying. Got up to P8 because of penalties. In the race, finished P12, which that's still a decent job. Leclerc Latifi, 0. Absolutely 0. I mean, just... yeah, but last in qualifying and then binned it in the race. Just, yeah, useless. Absolutely useless. I did give him credit last race, though, because he did score some points. So, back to the normal Leclerc Latifi this race. Team ratings. Mercedes, 8. Yes, very good points for them. Ferrari, 7. I mean... they have no doubt lost some points from Mercedes. Leclerc picks up a decent result still. Red Bull, 8. I mean, yeah. Good work by them to win the Constructors. Like I say, no way am I congratulating them because I cannot stand that team. McLaren, 7. I mean, Norris, good, but Ricciardo, awful. Alpine, 7. Great job by Fernando Alonso, but really poor by Ocon this weekend. AlphaTauri, 7. I mean, yeah. Just, Gasly not great, but good point for 1. Aston, 8. Seb, superb. Stroll stars in qualifying, but then lets himself down in the race. Alfa Romeo, 5. By average. Haas, 7. Really good points. Williams, 7. Good points for them. So that's the driver ratings done. Team ratings done for the USA Grand Prix. We now move on to Mexico next, which I believe is back-to-back. So I'll just double-check on that. If it is, join me on Thursday for a preview. Saturday for the qualifying review. Sunday for race review. Then again, Monday for driver ratings and team ratings in the Mexican Grand Prix. Decent Grand Prix, that. Really enjoyed it. Bye-bye.